This is the documentation tool. You can document different types of objects, data sources, DSOs, cubes, multi-providers, transformations, either by the source and target pair or by the transformation ID, OpenHub, B queries. You can document either one object by entering the object manually or a list of them, providing them from a file. You have to do two things before documenting an object. First, you select the server to which you are going to log in. This is the list of servers you have in SAP logon pad. So you log on to system, and it shows that you logged into a specific system, and then after that you have to choose the output directory where the files are going to be sent when the documentation is generated. Select this file, and once you do that, let's do an example with a query. You click on the query button and enter a query name. And here is showing the activities that it's doing. Finally generated the file, and you can see the directory, the file in the directory you selected. Here's the file name, and it's kind of an XML structure with information of the specific object documented. Once the documentation tool has generated a flat file, you can document it with a formatting tool made on Visual Basic for applications in Excel. In this case, we're gonna do documentation for the query flat file created on the previous video. Just click on Document BEX Query and select the file, and it's generating it. As you can see the properties of the query, all the variables used in the query, the filters, the free characteristics. In the rows, you can see in this specific one there's just one row. On the columns it shows one characteristic and one structure, and in the structure it will show each one of the key figures showing. For example, the formula, the type of exception, aggregation, and the reusable components, the components that are common to the cube.